So let's talk strategy. So you started out trading. You started trading stocks. Was this US stocks? I assume this was US stocks.
US stocks. Yeah.
So did you have a strategy then? I mean, you obviously when you picked Netflix, it was more of a, I think Netflix is going to do well. Let's buy it.
Yep.
Active trading. You must have come up with some kind of plan of action, or did you just go for it?
I just fully loaded the button. I didn't.
Yeah.
No, I started paper trading for about a month or two. It's all like flashbacks now. But I started paper trading over like the summer period or something, and for about a month or two, just on Yahoo Finance, looking at what's moving and everything, top gainers, that kind of thing. And I started kind of testing that out, and it was like them newbie type things where like you can short a stock, you can bet when it's going
realization,
down. That doubles your opportunities already, you know what I mean? But me knowing my personality, my kind of strengths is I've always been quite a quick thinker, and I've always been quite comfortable with like numbers, that kind of thing. So I was, it kind of led me to the avenue of day trading and kind of like being in stocks quite quick intraday. So I started dabbling with that and going down the more day trading route.
Interesting. So you never really thought swing trading never really came into your... You enjoyed the action?
You could say so. I mean, the first thing that I came across was, what is volatile, what is, something moving with news on a catalyst on the day with, high relative volume. And that's what comes up if you're scanning for stocks in play on the days, top gainers, top losers, that kind of thing. Something which is fundamentally changing, and that's what gives it the momentum to either play on the day or across a few days. And that's just kind of what caught my eye. And
and the interest of the kind of action coming into it. So actually, it's a good point to talk about maybe. What is your strategy? So you trade stocks. Talk us through your strategy. Talk us through your approach, if you can.
So I guess my preferred thing is, like you said, day trading stocks. I'd be in moves, at the open, and then 99% of the time I'll be out by the close of the day. And what I'm looking for is, stocks that are moving the most on the day with something which is fundamentally changing. For example, that's earnings move. If there's news about new technology or product or something that they're releasing, if a CEO or big board members kind of something going on there. But something which fundamentally changes the dynamic of that company and gets a lot of additional buys and sells involved with the stock. And
so something that alerts people with more money to put in, makes the stock go a little bit more active than normal day-to-day trading. Gotcha.
So in general, I'm interested in them and not something which is like a Goldman Sachs or just like something just big, just not moving on the day. And what I'm looking for is pre-market, see what's moving, see what's gapping up, gapping down, and then kind of designing that game plan for the day of what are the key levels around that move on the day, what should I be aware of. You're looking at fundamentals of the stock itself, like the flow, how many shares are shorted, industry and sector, whatever it's from, country, if it's from like Zimbabwe or China or something, there's going to be different moves if it was like a big US name, whatever.
How are you doing the screening then? Have you got some sort of tool that you use or website?
Yeah, so anyone getting interested in stocks, I mean, stock guys mostly will already know Finviz, Finviz.
It's a good one, that, isn't it?
Yeah. Most people's favourite for scanning software, which is completely free. But yeah, I mean, a platform like that kind of gives you everything you need on the day, to be honest. Movers, gainers, earnings moves. You want to filter by sector or industry, or really, it's so comprehensive. But usually, I'll be using that to kind of generate my ideas for the day, as well as kind of my own broker to scan for pre-market or to see after hours action.
Yeah. Okay. So you've got your you've done your scan. So the criteria of your scan, just run it. So you're looking for gappers or news or anything that's going to significantly impact that, and then once you've done that, you're kind of doing some. What are the other parameters that you said that you'd look for?
So looking for key levels and trade either around or through key levels.
Right.
Usually, obviously, if you're a day trader, you'll know, through that, 8 hours or whatever of your intraday session, you'll have kind of different periods of the day where there's different kind of volatility. So obviously, if you open up just after the morning and everyone's still digesting that news and everyone's going to jump on board, get involved, that's the first chance. You're going to be seeing higher volume. Midday, you kind of people have already digested the news a bit.
Right.
Things kind of slow down, kind of in your midday and at your closing session. People kind of jump back on, the trend for the day. But my focus is usually that kind of first move where everyone's jumping on, everyone's still digesting the move. You get, those big spikes and highs of the day, lows of the days are created.
So the opening kind of 30 minutes, 60 minutes, 15 minutes?
30 to 60-ish, yeah.
So that's your sweet spot. So you've identified the stock you think are going to move. And then do you focus on one or two or one, or how do you kind of, once you've got your list of stocks and stuff that's moving, I know that every day there's not going to be something crazy, but if there is, say there's 2 or 3 movers, do you just pick the one you think is best and zoom in on that, or do you keep an eye out for levels on 2 or 3?
So I'm super greedy with my choices, but sometimes, especially in earnings season, you might get gappers pre-market, which there's just so many movers.
Yeah.
And I'll be in front of the screen about, say, an hour before the morning open session, and I'll be kind of looking through all my levels in there, and I kind of, through like own spreadsheets or whatever, help to filter out and digest all that news quicker. So if, for example, you get a long list of 20, 30 gaps, I might quickly just put them into a spreadsheet, and that tells me, okay, these are making 52-week highs or lows. So immediately my attention is, those are going to be more than something just gapping up 2-3% or whatever.
Especially if it's maybe 52-week highs with a big short float or something.
Exactly. Yeah. But if you put that into a spreadsheet, you can clearly see those.
So is this a custom spreadsheet you've built as like a proprietary tool that you've got to help you with the filtering process?
It's, if you're experienced kind of with Excel or something, it's doable to kind of make those points, and especially if you're actively trading and you see that many kind of gaps, you might see like 20 odd long and then 20 odd short, and then if you with that an hour, you're really going to be able to go through like 40 stocks in an hour. How do you do that? Use technology to assist and quickly filter out the ones which you clearly aren't no real interest.
Too thin or
So I might come back with maybe a list of, say, on like a really busy day, like 10, and I'll prioritize which ones are 1, 2, 3, the top ones, which I really want to focus my attention on, and invest a little bit more time.
So you'll rank them basically by order of what you think are the most. Okay, gotcha.
And I might give those top rated ones a little bit more attention and thought, and do a little bit more planning. The other ones which I'll leave on the list, and as the market opens and you see that first flurry of activity, if they're really not doing what I want, I'll quickly take them off the list.
Get rid of them.
So then my longer, greedier list of, say, 10, or sometimes a little bit more, kind of quickly goes down. Market open to maybe 5, 6, maybe, like you said, 3.
So you're quite aggressively pruning them off if they're not behaving as you want them.
I mean, I'll have them on my watch list at the top, and then for the nice ones, and then further down, and then my attention is there for the top ones.
But you don't want to miss something if something really sweet sets up on number 8, for example.
Exactly.
That will come straight up, and you'll be ready to trade that. Gotcha.
And of course, you can use price alerts to say, okay, this is lower ranked, but if it moves
pattern is
through a certain
nice.
price, just bang.